all of your personal information stored in one place. Passport, licence, bills, banking, the lot. The government says it will keep our identities safer. But with cybersecurity attacks on the rise, are we ready to trust?
More than 9 million records of Australians.
The single most devastating cyber attack that we have experienced as a nation.
6.5 gigabytes of personal data from almost 10 million of its customers, all now dumped on the dark web.
This is one of the great challenges which faces our country and our economy today.
Names, dates of birth, Medicare numbers and sensitive information was stolen.
October 2022, the Medibank hack. 9.7 million Australians had their details stolen. Less than a month after, 9.8 million in the cyber attack on Optus. Two dramatic examples from close to 3,000 notifiable breaches in Australia since 2020. Here's Home Affairs and Cybersecurity Minister Claire O'Neill.
We impose plenty of cyber requirements on major Australian organisations, but no one holds more sensitive data about our citizens than the Australian government.
The federal government's answer is one digital ID for every Australian. So what does that mean? Well, if I sign up to become digital, I wouldn't be needed anymore. Driver's licences would disappear from every Australian wallet and purse. But apparently that's not all. What now? Next time I want to head overseas, I won't have to go looking for my passport. Are we done? Well, apparently not yet. In this digital world, when it rains, it pours. My rates, my tax, my tolls, my healthcare, my welfare, my gas, my electricity, my bills, my banking, eventually, virtually everything can be in my digital ID. Hello, just a question here, please. Can we trust the government to keep our sensitive personal information safe? Let's ask an expert.
I'm Malcolm Crompton, and I was the Privacy Commissioner of Australia until 2004.
Malcolm has been shining a light on privacy for decades and says Australia's new digital ID system will be a one-stop shop to verify who we are.
Instead of you having to have many passwords, many sign-ins, do many enrolments in lots of different systems, you can use this one system for more and more of it, including government state, government federal, bank, telco, utilities, energy, and so forth.
Say hello to Australia's digital ID system. It's a straightforward, safer way of verifying who you are online.
So one password makes it simpler, but does that mean safer?
It's going to significantly reduce the amount of times the information about you is stored by different organisations, the amount of times it's all moved around, and each of the storages and move-arounds is a vulnerability that can be attacked by the bad guys. By making this simpler, smaller system, it will significantly reduce where these guys can put in their badness. They're going to try.
The digital ID bill was pushed through Parliament on the very last sitting day before the Pollies went on their Christmas break. Leading up to that, there was time for public submissions. The ones from organisations were largely supportive, but there were 23 sent in anonymously from people who fear it will be the end of the world as we know it.
Is it part of a hidden agenda?
Did it originate within Australia or was it from foreign
Digital ID is going to be a hacker team's target, no
Because
question.
I do not own a smartphone, a digital ID system does nothing to make my life streamlined.
Will be fraught with cybersecurity risks, sale of data, identity theft and fraud.
That's not what you want to hear. So are these valid concerns? Well, first of all, this scheme will be voluntary, at least until it's not.
What they're doing is putting into the law the strongest protections possible against compulsory use, such that it will stand unless or until a future parliament makes the change. And that's democracy in action. Should a future government want to do that, and I'm still alive, I'll be manning the barriers.
So Malcolm, what if I don't want a digital ID?
Do what you're doing now. That is the whole point of it. This is an add-on to make your life easier if you want to make it easier this way. Because if you are currently doing physical banking by turning up to the branch, or you're pulling cash out of the machine, or you're doing online transactions with a banking app, you can still do it.
And he says don't listen to conspiracy theories about sinister government motives.
It is not the Australia card by any objective analysis. Full stop. It's not going to be Big Brother by any objective analysis. Full stop.
You may have got the impression Malcolm Crompton is a fan of this proposed digital ID, and you're right, he is. But he says it's not perfect.
It will be given a hard time in the Senate, which is a good thing, because then we should be able to straighten out any of the weaknesses that are in the bill. And one of the weaknesses that I've publicly talked about at the moment is the access by law enforcement agencies and national security agencies is too easy. And I would say that I think one of the great potential weaknesses in this system is underfunding of the regulators. The regulators right now are underfunded. They're getting better funded, but they're not well enough funded yet. And that is a significant risk.
So, how long before all this happens? Well, technically, it already is. You can sign up now if you choose. The Senate committee is due to report back by the end of the month. Like it or not, a digital ID is coming, probably by the end of the year. How convenient and safe it is, time will tell.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor.
I want to move on to another issue that.
I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning the signs and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. Right? With another lesson. This is on the current events of Australia. Right, this is a lesson in transit. You know, when I first heard of the Australian digital currency, it kind of like surprised me in a sense, because, you know, even the Australian people were surprised. Right, when they went to the banks to go withdraw money, they were not able to, and it was a surprise to them. Right, all of a sudden the government made a decision to get rid of cash and go fully digital. People started getting scared. Now we have this guy over there saying that it's going to be safe. You know, he obviously works for the government. Can't trust what he says, right? Because he's a conflict of interest, right? But this is happening rapidly, and it's here to usher in the MARK of the beast. That's what we got to look forward to, right? That's what's coming. The people are still blinded, no clue at all, right? We even have a lot of Israelite groups that are purposely ignorant, for lack of better words, right? Because they know, they know what is taught about it. You know, a lot of the Israelite camps say that they're not going to take it because it already goes against the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, where you can't make any cuttings in your flesh. You know, but they still not teaching the people that this is the MARK, right? Because some Israelites would for the sake of saving their children's life or their own life, they will take it, you know, not knowing that there is no coming back from that. Right, I think this is major news. You know, among other things that's going on right now. There's a lot that's going on right now, and we just, stay on our watchtower, and we just, warn the people, like, hey, look, this is what's coming. You know, this is a new wave. This is, get ready, prepare. Satan knows that he got but a short time. and he's acting accordingly. He's acting accordingly, man, and you know, we pray that this time comes quickly. You know, we want this place to end. We want this, you know, this kingdom to fall as we see it falling now. Right? We just tired, man. We tired of being oppressed. We're not trying to get comfortable here in Babylon. And yeah, man. You know, with all this missile talk from Russia and all these things is pushing the nations to try to control the people, right? Because there's gonna be a time like no other. So the people, the energy of the people is slowly shifting, right? They are making new gun laws as well. You know, they're getting rid of weapons so you can't defend yourselves, right? They're preparing themselves to be able to steamroll the people into submission to their will. This is the goal of the elites, man. Right? Look up the new gun bans, new gun laws, making it harder and harder for people to get guns and defend themselves from what's coming. Right? They've been trying to grab guns for a while now. Right, man? We live in a very interesting time, man. Things are unraveling, and I'm just happy to be alive to witness it. Man, I pray I am of that number. Right? I hope this information was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, the bonus that elders and apostles of Jam. That's where I learn from. Shalom to those who like preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And to you, rips, to your sisters out there learning the silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom.